So you saw the video title and you're like, what are you talking about? COD Zombies is still great. It's still fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about, Swavery. And I'm telling you right now that COD Zombies is not great. COD Zombies is kind of shit right now. It's really sad to say, but just like President Joe Biden, Call of Duty Zombies has been on the most steady decline since a certain point due to a certain thing. And I'm going to explain to you why that is, because, oh my god, can I not stay silent about this anymore, especially with the release of Black Ops 6. I was so excited, guys. I was so excited. Now, I know I'm sounding like kind of an old person here, but back in the day, Zombies was great. The days of like Kino der Toten to Moon, Zombies was amazing. Hell, even Black Ops 2, great game. Not Transit and Dire Eyes, but everything after that was amazing. Nuketown, Mob of the Dead, Origins, Buried, it was all great. Even the survival maps off of Transit were still amazing. Alright? Call of Duty Zombies was great up until the next installment. Black Ops 3 marked the decline of Zombies as a whole. Now, that is going to get me so much flame in the comments, but when you look very closely at how Black Ops 3 treated the Zombies as a whole, you can see where shit started to hit the fan and where Zombies took a very, very sharp decline with the game after this. The first thing I'm putting blame on is Gobblegums. Gobblegums were way too overpowered for what they offered. Not only did they make Zombies pay to win, but also they made high rounds piss easy. Gobblegums like Round Robin, which allowed you to skip 5 rounds and get 1,000 points for each one you skipped. Mind Blower, right? Or whatever it was called. Looking at the zombies and popping this Gobblegum would just kill all of them, no matter how high the round was. Right? Wall power and crate power, when you spun the box or bought a wall weapon, the gun you got from the box or off the wall would be pack-a-punched permanently. But it doesn't end there. Gobblegums like Perkaholic, Shopping Free, Power Vacuum, Cashback, On the House were absolutely broken. Getting all perks on the map or basically just making everything free for a whole minute. Busted. So being able to spawn infinite power-ups or hell just summon a max ammo or a perk on demand is just way too broken. Especially if you're just trying to play the game. Now, I know what you're saying. Like, oh, you could just avoid the Gobblegum machine, right? But, like, that's the only other new thing they added in Black Ops 3. That was it. That was the only other new thing, right? That was actually important other than what we're getting into later. Now, I wouldn't be mad. I really wouldn't be mad if the Gobblegum machine was only on certain maps. But it's on every single map in multiple locations near really good training spots. So during the game, you can go and get a Gobblegum. But it's even worse. When they released Chronicles, they put the Gobblegum machine on every Chronicles map. So they put it on Nacht der Untoten, Verrückt, Shinonuma, Kino der Toten, Shangri-La, Ascension, and Moon. They put it on all of those maps. Even Origins, because that had to come back for some reason. I don't know. But they put it on every single map, which means that you can get Pack-a-Punch, Double Pack-a-Punch, as well as Perkaholic to give you every single perk on the map on Nacht der Untoten. The map without perks and without Pack-a-Punch, you can have perks in Pack-a-Punch. They even put in the Wonder Fizz, and I'm not mad about the Wonder Fizz. I like the old Wonder Fizz. We'll get into the new Wonder Fizz later. But the old Wonder Fizz was perfect. Alright, that was a great addition. But Gobblegums on the old remastered maps? Disgusting. Now you're probably thinking this couldn't get any worse, but there are two things that make this worse. First, Gobblegums are pay to win because there are rarities, and you have to buy Liquid Divinium, or if you want to spend 300 hours of your life grinding for Liquid Divinium, or you could just get a mod menu and fucking cheat, right? But also, it gets worse than that because they're free at the start of each round. You only have to pay a 500 point increase every time you want a new Gobblegum. Points are a goddamn joke on early rounds, especially with Gobblegums like Extra Credit, which just give you a free 1,150 points. Like, it's awful. When you look at it from an outsider perspective, when you're not, like, constantly thinking that the new zombies, we love the new zombies, right? When you look at Gobblegums from, like, a future tense after BO3 is done, what the fuck is Jason Blundell smoking? Especially when bringing them back to Black Ops 6. If Cold War wasn't bad enough, Black Ops 6 is now having Gobblegums? Oh my god, what kind of crack pipe did Jimmy Zielinski pass to Jason Blundell to have him fucking smoke it this hard to ruin everything? So now I'm finished ranting about Gobblegums. I swear this will be the last time I bring them up. Let's talk about other things that made Black Ops 3 just a subpar game in my eyes, and that's Double Pack-a-Punch. Double Pack-a-Punch made its debut in BO2, where if you stuck your Pack-a-Punch gun back into the machine, it would come out with different attachments. You could get fast mags on pistols and SMGs. You could get certainly special attachments for certain guns, like the Chick Hum, which would have a full auto select fire switch if you put it back in the Pack-a-Punch. Like the Executioner, which would get a long barrel if you put it back in the Pack-a-Punch. You can get the M16's grenade launcher from BO1. Like, Double Pack-a-Punch in Black Ops 2 was creative because you would get different attachments which would make your gun look cooler. You would get different sights with different reticles, right? Black Ops 3 introduced AATs, which stands for Alternate Ammo Type. These were just infinite damage ammo types which had a chance of proccing. So basically you could just get carried by a gun off the wall. And the problems just can never stop, because if you don't get the alternate ammo type you want, you can just put your gun back in the Pack-a-Punch machine. By the way, Double Pack-a-Punch in BO3 costs half the price, so instead of $5,000, you're only paying $2,500. So you can put your gun back in the Pack-a-Punch and get a new AAT. If you like that one, you can keep it and then repack your other guns so that you can get another AAT. Basically, Wonder Weapons, you don't even need those anymore. Just get 2 guns from the box and get, like, more than 10k points, and you're just set for the rest of the fucking game. Moving on from Double Pack-a-Punch, because I'm getting way too angry, I'm swearing way too much. So, in Black Ops 1 and 2 and World at War, when you buy a gun off the wall, what you see is what you get. The only time you get attachments is when you put your gun in the Pack-a-Punch machine, right? The Commando would get fast mags. The UG would get a Master Key attachment. The M16 would get a grenade launcher, right? Bunch of other guns, different attachments in BO1. Like I said in the Double Pack-a-Punch for BO2, you could get a long list of attachments, which even included underbarrel grenade launchers for most of the assault rifles, right? Now, when you buy a gun off the wall in BO3, you can actually customize it before the game starts. So not only can you set your Gobblegums, right, but you can also set your guns. So let's say that you want to buy the L-CAR 1, right? Or the ICR. Off the wall. Okay, it's 1,200 points, and you'd get a standard gun, 30 rounds, 240 in reserve, or you could stack it with a foregrip, a red dot, a more powerful stock, and, like, you could just make it all around better. You can make it faster to ADS, you can make it better to aim at headshots with. You can just make it all around better. Fast mags just destroy Speed Cola, because what is even the point of buying a perk designed to make you reload faster if I can get a gun off the wall, which is basically a wonder weapon in this game, and also make it reload faster? What is the point? Why are weapon kits a thing if Speed Cola is a thing, and why is Speed Cola a thing if weapon kits exist? So let's go over the long list of things that removed balance from Black Ops 3. First we had Gobblegums, then we had new Double Pack-a-Punch, and now we have weapon kits. Alright? Removes balance. Wonder weapons are at least balanced because you either have to do a quest for them or you have to get them off the box. Double Pack-a-Punch isn't balanced because it's half the price, which points are super easy to make. Gobblegums aren't balanced because they're free at the beginning of each round. And weapon kits aren't balanced because all you have to do is use the weapon and build XP for it. Literally just redo round 1 all the time and you'll have like a maxed out starting room weapon like the RK5. Now, it'll probably surprise you to say, but everyone in the zombies community considers BO3 absolutely peak. Like, Black Ops 3 was peak zombies. Now, from what you're hearing, if this is peak zombies, you should be concerned for what Black Ops 4, Cold War, and now BO6 have in store for us. Because, my lord, does it get horrible, but I really don't feel like making a video over 10 minutes. So I'm going to give you a small recap of BO3 in general, right? I liked the game. It was great, right? Other than these shitty crutch mechanics, which made the game way too fucking simple, you could load up the game, ignore these mechanics, and at least have fun. The other games, you can't really ignore their mechanics. At least you could just, like, not double pack your gun. You could not get the Gobblegums. You could not make weapon kits. It would be more in your advantage if you did, but you don't have to. in BO3. Other games, yeah, not so much. So I'm going to cut it off here, and we're going to make a BO4 video tomorrow. And I'm super excited to talk about that for another 10 minutes, probably even longer. But until then, peace, see y'all.